Yeah, nothing like that first drink after a job. Hick. Why don't you have one too? No. What? You telling me you're too good to drink with me? Don't act big-headed just because you were in Soldier. Okay, this reminds me of like the whole, like in webtoons and things, it seems, and even in like K-dramas, there's like this really big drinking culture where like they go out after work with their colleagues and they'll have like a meal and they'll drink and drink. Like they really drink. Same with like the ones where they're in college. I mean, it's pretty normal for people to drink in college, even like the US. But it seems like there's somewhat of a drinking culture that's a little bit different. Possibly. Because, you know, webtoons and K-dramas aren't always accurate. But it seems like it could be a thing, which is why it's like in a K-drama as something that they do. Because they go out with their friends and drink a lot, or they go out with their colleagues and drink. And there's always these scenes where like they'll have like the somebody in the workplace that's a higher like authority than you asking people to drink, and you're like supposed to drink because they offered you that drink, at least in the K-dramas and stuff. Like I said, it could be completely like just something to do in the drama. And at least the cliche for like the dramas and the webtoons is like usually it's a creepy dude wanting a younger female coworker to drink. But it's not always that. Sometimes it's also just like them being an asshole towards a male coworker, but just because like their seniority is like it's considered a slight if you don't drink when they offer you a drink, which I think is crazy. So like it's funny to see it here in this because he immediately got offended when I said I didn't want to drink. He didn't ask any questions about why I don't want to drink. He just got offended and assumed that I'm too good for him, when in reality, Aitherea doesn't like alcohol, okay? That's it. Aitherea thinks alcohol is disgusting, and Aitherea is in the slums and wants to stay sober and safe, okay? Aitherea has priorities, and they are not alcohol. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of just funny to me how, like, there is, like, that peer pressure, and this, like, also this idea of, like, oh, you don't want to drink, and it's, like, an offensive thing, when in reality, like, you know, there's so many reasons somebody might not want to drink. So it's like crazy that you don't just like respect it. Like just respect it. In Japan, it's really bad for your career if you don't go out drinking with your bosses. Couldn't you just like drink water or soda though? Like you could still go out, but like I feel like them expecting you to drink alcohol is really unfair. And you shouldn't have to give an excuse for like why you don't want to drink it, you know? Because like I said, there's so many reasons, but even if your reason is just plain that you don't enjoy the taste, that's like somebody asking you, like nobody would ever ask you to eat a food you don't like and that get offended when you don't like it. If you went out to a restaurant together and you didn't want to order a specific food, nobody's going to get mad at you for not liking that food and for like choosing the food that's your preference. So why do they get mad at you if you don't want to drink and instead choose like your preference of drink, which could be like a juice or a coffee or water? Like, you know, it's kind of crazy.